Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. And the Black Knights have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
He makes a catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Finds his man. It's Richmond. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll try the run and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Caught close to the marker. It's Richmond. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
He's trying to get it in. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense. College football, you got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. On the option. Now the pitch. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! The give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. On the move at the 30. All by himself down the middle. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Army. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And they're in for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the fullback. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. On the run, it's Reed. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for second down. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. The pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Finds his man. It's Richmond. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Howard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Read option, keeps it to the left side. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. You must have discipline to excel at West Point, and that is exactly what they're getting from this Black Knight quarterback.
It's a disciplined system. It's a disciplined way of life. That's why they chose to sign up for the Army, and you could tell this quarterback, he is their leader. He shows the discipline, and he shows the toughness.
And now on the pitch, the ball. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Runs through the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the single back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Morris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. It'll be a draw. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you... A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's piled up 65 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Finds his man down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining first half than you? And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Michie Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.